We're here after the Boldemere St Michael's game where Heanor have just won 2-1 with goals coming from Nick Hall and Andre Johnson. With me I've got manager Glenn Clarence and assistant manager Steve Huntington. Glenn, game of two halves today, slightly different style of football in the second compared to the first. What can you tell us about it?
Well, it had to be turning. I think first half we weren't great. We struggled to get our passing game going, struggled to cope with their shape a bit. Until we settled down, I thought they were the better side for large periods of the first half. We had a good 15-20 minute spell, but we certainly weren't as good as we had been the last couple of friendlies. Game of two halves simply because we went down to 10 men, and I pride myself on not giving referees stick, if I'm honest, and I'd like my players not to do the same. It's a big thing for me, discipline when it comes to that, but I can't hide today. I thought all three officials were not what we used to, and I suppose we've got to get used to officials in this league if we're not going to have to scrap to get a result. Credit to all the lads, 10 men against, well, they had 11, and I'll just say a few more, I suppose, to keep it polite. We played against more than 11 men today, and every single one of our lads were superb in the second half. Worked the socks off, and I think we got what we deserved.
Okay, yeah, with Clarkey going off just before half-time, obviously half-time talk would have been interesting. I'm sure there's a lot of supporters around the place that would have quite liked to hear what was said in there. 68 minutes, we brought Andre Johnson on for his debut. 72 minutes, he's gone and put the winner in, Steve. What can you tell us about him? What can you tell us about that change of play in the second half?
Well, on the way into the changing room at half time, we discussed what shape we were going to change for the second half, and we discussed the personnel. And had we not have lost AD, we would have probably have made two substitutions at that point. But obviously, we don't want to leave ourselves in a position that if somebody else gets injured, you're down to 9 men. So we had to hang fire with Andre. We made the change, putting Gregors to go and play in front of the back four to mark their man that was dropping off and causing a little bit of trouble, and we put the shape where we knew that we were causing problems, and that worked. And it was just a question of getting Jay to run until he had nothing left in him, and then we made the change with Andre. We knew that he'd give us an option in behind, which sometimes we do lack a little bit, but I also think that Heanor in particular, the work rate that he put in today was fantastic, up there with little reward for himself. 2 assists though, I think speaks volumes. But every single player battled, and I thought the midfield were class. And we were up against it. I'm not going to talk about the officials, but we were up against it from minute one, and it was wrong today. It was clearly wrong. But we've just got to deal with it, and we've got to move on. Very disappointed from that aspect though. Not often I'm disappointed after winning a game, but that's bothered me today.
The first one, I think everyone's clear to see, and me and their manager's been in had a word with referees at half time. Basically what's happened is their number 8's left one on Shorey near the dugout, right in front of the dugout. Clarkey's come over, had a word with number 8, which in fairness he probably shouldn't do, but that's the mark of the man. Their number 8's then pushed Clarkey into their dugout, into their manager. So they've ended up hugging each other, near enough kissing. 3 officials have seen that as they've gone head to head and sent their manager off and sent Clarkey off. Now me and their manager said at half time, he's agreed, it's totally wrong. Their number 8's pushed Clarkey into their dugout, they've ended up hugging each other, there was no malice, and they sent them both off, totally wrong. And then, in fairness, Steve's been sent off, and he's been guilty in the past, but again, I pride myself on not giving official stick. I've never been sent off in 8 years, but it was me that gave the linesman stick, I didn't swear. So the linesman, in my opinion, got an offside wrong, and it proves the quality of him, that he's then sent Steve off instead of me, who's got a different accent, a different shape, and no one swore. So that sums it up. So if I get done, I get done. It was me, I didn't swear, and I'm not Steve. But fair play to the lads today, massive result. Coming away, and it was really tough in patches. Spoke about Jason Gregory, unsung hero for me. Sat in front of back four and did brilliant second half. Again, Heanor worked his socks off. Andre's come on and scored a great goal. Jay gave us everything. I thought Joe Naylor and Nick were superb together. Damo and all the back four class. So we're not going to get carried away, but it certainly wasn't easy. And as we've said before the game, that we've got a lot of quality this year, and it's about togetherness. And I think it's clear for everyone to see that we were together today.
What was it evident today on the first game of the season that something's clicked, that the guys are ready to die for each other on that pitch?
I think me, Steve and Glenn, a bit faced to admit that last year we had a really good squad, but the dressing room never really came to life. You know, this year we've signed new players, and when we've looked at signing new players, we've tried to bring characters in, and we've definitely got that. We've signed some really good lads who want to play for Heanor and want to play for us three, and that's what football's about. You know, we've been away from home today, and togetherness, when you're down to 10 men, it really shone today, and there were some outstanding performances today, outstanding. I thought, you know, Glenn's touched on a few there. You know, we've had three lads make the debuts today. We've had Joe, Naylor, Regan and Andre, you know, coming off the bench, score the winner. Fantastic. And you know, it's been a pleasure to be involved with, and look forward to the rest of the season.
Other than that, yeah, obviously the following again superb from our fans, 4 buses and then people coming in the cars. Yeah, nice. Nicole's just turned up. Nice to get a goal at last, Nick. I think that was our first shot on target. But again, yeah, we're not going to get carried away. We've got to adapt to this league. We've got to adapt to the officials. We've got to adapt to people not wanting us to win, and we got that today. And there's no better feeling than when the chips are down and you feel like your back's against the wall to go and get 3 points.
What we're looking forward to on Tuesday, Steve?
I'm not looking forward to seeing Willow. I'll probably get sent off in that game, and I'll probably deserve to. He'll be competitive. He'll have a good side. They'll come and play. So it'll be another tough game. I said it in pre-season. You know, the first week of the season is going to be really difficult. Your first game's always hard, and then we've got a tough fixture on Tuesday night, and then we've got FA Cup Saturday, so it doesn't get any easier. We'll all have them up for it. I don't know how they've got on today, but I'm sure they'll want to come. Great surface at the town ground, big following. It should be a good game, and we've got to dig deep and, you know, possibly improve our technical play a little bit more than what we did today. But if our attribution in terms of work rate and will to win are the same on Tuesday night, we'll be fine.
Brilliant.
Just one more thing. ADO's has been carried off with a bad injury, so touch wood, he's okay. He's in hospital at the moment, so touch wood, he's okay. Yep. Cheers, Tom.
Excellent. Thanks for your time, gents.